Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Doug! Now, I know what you must be thinking. Wait a minute, it's not December 31st, but the deal is my best friend, Doug the Dinosaur,
That is me.
he is Jewish.
Yes, I am the chosen dinosaur.
And he celebrates New Year's in a different way. And it's called, wait, what is it called again?
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Yes, and instead of in December, we celebrate our Jewish New Year like in September or October. Sometimes it changes around. You know, our holidays move around a lot.
Yeah, like your Hanukkah moves around a lot too.
Yes, I know. So we are here to celebrate Rosh Hashanah with the story Not So Fast, Max. And can I tell you something, Green Bear?
Yes, Doug the Dinosaur?
The Max boy in the story kind of reminds me of you.
Oh, why?
He's kind of impatient and he loves sweet stuff.
Yeah, that pretty much sounds like me. StoryTeller?
Yes. Is it my turn now?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready! Let's do this.
Boom!
Boom!
Boom. All right. I mean, what's better than celebrating one New Year? 2 New Years? Let's see. Not so fast, Max. A Rosh Hashanah visit with Grandma. We love grandmas around here. You know that. That must be her right there. And of course, she comes bearing sweets. Isn't that what abuelas do? Grandmas. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The inside is already filled with apples. Now, if you're Jewish, you know what this means. If you're not Jewish, then what you find out is that Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, is symbolized with a lot of eating of apples with honey. And you may be wondering, wow, that sounds delicious, but why is that a New Year's food? Because it symbolizes a sweet New Year. And that sounds pretty sweet, doesn't it? Not so fast, Max. I wonder if he's just eager to have the sweet stuff. Each year, when the leaves turned colors, Max and Emily's grandma visited from Israel. Savta, are we really making caramel apples? Asked Max. On sticks? Emily chimed in. Yes, with the special toppings too, Savta added. Quick side note, found that the Savta is the Hebrew word for grandmother, which is the English word for abuela. So now we know how to say grandmother in extra languages, and maybe you know more. Let's see. Yum, said Max, pulling Savta by the arm. Hurry up, let's get started. Not so fast, Max. I have something planned first. Don't pull on your grandmother so hard. We have to treat her gently. Oh, they're in the car. Where are we going? Asked Emily. What are we doing? We're going to go find tapuhim. Tapu what? Tapuhim are apples in Hebrew. We need them to make the caramel apples. Oh, but that will take so long. Oh, look at that. You can see him frowny facing in the rear view mirror. He is in a hurry. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful autumnal scenery. Of course, you know it's the fall because you see all the classic colors, the russets and oranges, the deep, almost like wine burgundy colored leaves. Of course, some green, the yellows. It's one of the most beautiful times of the year, isn't it? And a beautiful drive if you're not frowny facing in the back seat. Gravel crunched under the tires. You know that sound. As they drove into the orchard. We're here, Savta announced. Look, tapuhim, exclaimed Emily. They're the apples. I don't see any apples, grumbled Max. Savta walked ahead. Follow me. Oh boy, you're not enjoying this beautiful scenery? You can't be that hungry, can you? Or maybe he can. Savta handed each of them a basket. Come, we'll pick some for Rosh Hashanah too. Emily licked her lips. I love dipping apples in honey. Remember the whole New Year's tradition of apples and honey for the sweet New Year? For a sweet New Year, said Savta. A sticky New Year, giggled Emily. But Max, he did one of these. I'd rather dip my apples in caramel. And he stomped along as Softa and Emily turned down the next row of beautiful trees. The branches arched towards one another, creating a cozy space. Don't you just want to lay a blanket here and have a picnic? Oh, okay. I had to learn how to say this word. Tekiah. Nice shofar, noted Softa. Now, the tekiah right there is like, and the shofar is this thing right here. And, oh, you know what? I'm just going to have Doug the dinosaur explain this part to you. Doug? Yes. Do you mind explaining? Because I'm not Jewish, so but since you're my Jewish expert here, yeah, I need you to explain exactly what these words are, because those are kind of new for me, and they may be new to a lot of kids.
Okay. So the tekiah, it is like a trumpet made out of a horn of a ram.
Oh, wow, very dramatic.
Yes, and Jewish people have been using it since ancient times, and now we use it to announce Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, that is good to know. So, this word shofar, what does that mean exactly?
Oh, well, that is the sound that wakes us up, and it tells us that we can change the world by becoming the better versions of ourselves, because it's kind of like New Year, New You. It's kind of like that, but really, it's the same you, but you just try to be better you. That's what it means.
Oh, that's really quite inspiring, Doug.
Thank you. Are you gonna keep reading?
Absolutely, of course. But don't you think Max is really impatient?
Yeah. Totally reminds me of Grey Bear, right? Right.
Okay, so Max kicked a rotten apple. Doesn't even look like a real shofar. Oh, I mean, it's not bad. The Softa grabbed one of the spoiled apples off the ground. Watch this, she said, and tossed, bling, a perfect shot into a nearby garbage can. Thump. Max's eyes grew wide as she made a ding, thump. Second shot. I didn't know Softas could play ball. Can I try? He asked. Plop. I missed, said Max. It's all in the wrist, Softa instructed. Take your time. So Max lined up with a garbage can, took aim, and thump. Good job, said Softa, lifting her basket. Let's pick more apples. And toss the rotten ones, said Max. But then he stopped. I wonder why. Wait, but when are we making the caramel apples? Oh, here we go again. A sudden gust of wind blew through the orchard. Look at that. It's like the colors of the wind are here. And Max circled the swirling leaves, trying to catch them. Around and around, said Softa, just like the end of one year leads into the beginning of the next one. Round, like our Rosh Hashanah challah, said Emily. Then she added, hey, my basket's full. Oh, it is. You could see it there. Now, do we have enough? By the way, did you hear the word challah? Challah. It's yummy bread. Emily, hand me a few of those apples, said Softa. What is she doing right here? Max ran over. Can you teach me how to juggle? Keep your eye on the apple, coached Softa. Whoa. So she's like a master dunker and a juggler? This grandma has some tricks up her sleeve. Don't give up, Emily cheered. I did it, shouted Max. Such a quick learner, said Softa. Chirp, 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 chirp. That bird has been watching everything. Have you been noticing how that bird is like always hanging around? Oh, now I say that, and now I don't see him. But oh, there it is. And there's feeding the baby birds. Chirp, 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 chirp. Saw him earlier, right there, picking the worms for the baby birds. Softa grinned. All of these apples remind me of my childhood. Tell us! Softa turned towards Max. Are you sure we have enough time? He took a deep breath, then... Well, as a young girl, I helped my Softa select tapuhim for her apple cake. Too brown, too soft, too small. Just right. When I was old enough, we baked the cake together. It became a tradition, something we did every Rosh Hashanah. And really, isn't that what holidays are all about? No matter what holiday you celebrate, family traditions, and always, 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 as far as I know, food is majorly involved. Is that why you bake apple cake for us? Asked Max. Well, the holiday wouldn't be the same without it, said Softa. Oh, can Emily and I make apple cake with you? Softa winked. How about caramel apples today and apple cake tomorrow? We'll have one for each day of Rosh Hashanah. That's right, because Rosh Hashanah is 2 days. Cool, he said. That'll be our new tradition. I like that. Now, let's get going. Oh, maybe we need just a few more apples? Max is getting the hang of the apple picking because he knows what's down the pike if you bring more apples home. And when they finally got home, Max didn't have to wait any longer. Chirp, 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 chirp. Oh, does the bird also want some? And look at that, dipping it in the gooey good stuff. Oh, and I see some sprinkle toppings happening here. Is that a little cinnamon maybe? Oh, maybe for the cake. There's more apples, a bit of a mess. We'll do cleanup later. And oh, look at this. And then we even have the recipe back here. Oh, excuse me, storyteller. Abuela Bear, what are you doing here? Well, you know, I love the stories that have grandmothers in them. And didn't Max remind you of Green Bear? Totally. Anyway, I wanted to see. What are you looking at, Abuela? Excuse me. I was looking at the recipes. It seems that there's a recipe in the book for Max's caramel apples and for Safta's apple cake. So I decided that I am going to surprise Dog the Dinosaur with an apple cake for Rosh Hashanah. Do you think he will like it? Do I think he'll like it? No, he's going to love it. I think a certain little green bear is also going to love it and certainly want to celebrate Rosh Hashanah. You are so right about that, Abuela. Well, now we have all learned so many things about Rosh Hashanah if you didn't know them already. And one thing I learned, storyteller. Oh yeah, you learned something, Abuela? Yes. I learned that Safta is Abuela in Hebrew. You see, kid, no matter how old you are, you never stop learning. That's right. She's learning new words. She's learning new recipes. There it is right there. So you can always freeze it if you want to show your grown up the recipe in case maybe you want to try a little caramel apple, a little apple cake and have yourself an extra sweet new year, right? So remember, kid, sometimes you have to slow down a little bit because the good things are always worth waiting for.